Hi, beautiful angel. This is a channeled message today. So if this message resonates with you, it's for you. Please use your discernment. But this message is for a specific collective. And this message came in loud and clear. I am not going to use any cards today. It is very apparent what I need to share. So I was getting this understanding that there is being a lot of action taken and a lot of questioning on why you've been taking so much action and it's not giving you the results that you are desiring. And I was feeling with this collective that there's a lot of irritation and a lot of frustration. And Spirit wants me to let you know that it's not about the action that you're taking. It's more about the energy and how you are taking the action. So what I was hearing is that like there's this difference between heart-led action versus fear-based action. So the reason why you haven't been seeing the results that you've been wanting to, even though you have been taking action, you have not been taking heart-led action. Your action has been coming from fear. Your action has been coming from ego. And they're saying you're taking action in a space that's like your energy is in frustration and irritation when you're taking action, or scarcity, desperate, coming from like a desperate place. And what I was also receiving is that this has to do with material gain. This has to deal with finances. So there's a lot of limiting beliefs around money that needs to be worked through, but specifically what I'm feeling for this collective is this collective believes that if they, Oakley, thank you, sweetheart. This collective believes that if you receive a certain amount of money, that you're going to be happy, you're going to be fulfilled, you're going to feel worthy. And Spirit wants you to feel worthy now, wants you to feel fulfilled now, wants you to feel happiness now. It's like you are putting all of your worth onto how much money that you receive, how much money you make. And the reason why you're not receiving abundance of money is because of the energy that you are in when you take action to try to manifest money into your life. It's like the energy is, I'm frustrated. I am seeking something outside of myself. I just saw a red cardinal. So this makes me feel like there's been a tremendous amount of loss in your life. And this could manifest in many ways. Maybe you feel like you've lost yourself. Maybe you have just lost a best friend or someone that you were in a relationship for a really long time. Maybe you actually had someone physically pass away in your life. It seems like you're dealing with a lot of grief. And it seems like you're trying to, instead of processing your emotions with grief, you are focusing on just gaining material abundance. You're focusing on just gaining money because you feel like that's what's going to make you feel happy. You feel like that's what's going to fulfill you right now. And what I'm feeling is there is an avoidant energy. There is so much coming through right now. So bear with me because I'm trying to like catch up while I'm getting all of this information because it's coming in so fast. But there is this avoidant energy, and I feel like you have been avoidant for a really long time. Like I feel like this is something that you haven't been able to break through, and Spirit really wants you to focus on your avoidant attachment style, your avoidant tendencies, your avoidant patterns, your avoidant habits. What emotions are you running from? What emotions are you scared to feel? Because this is what I'm feeling like. This is actually what's blocking you from feeling happy and fulfilled. It has nothing to do with money. You are being blocked with feeling happiness and feeling fulfilled and feeling light because there are emotions that you are avoiding. You are like at all costs not wanting to look at it and process it and feel it, because it's almost like you're too scared to feel it. You're too scared to sit in the feeling of pain, of grief, of sadness, of anger. I feel like you're scared of feeling angry. It's almost as if like there is a lot of anger, and that's an emotion that you may be uncomfortable navigating. This is what's blocking your abundance. Because I feel like you are a very magnetic person. You are someone that is able to attract things into your life. And so I think that's also why you're frustrated, because you're like, I used to be able to attract things easy, and I can't attract things right now. And why I'm feeling like you are having a hard time attracting things is because your heart chakra is blocked. So what happens is when your heart is blocked, that this is your receiver. This is your this is your magnet, and where you magnetize your manifestations to you. Your heart is a portal. So if your heart is closed, it is not open, that's the difficulty in receiving. So Spirit wants you to open up your heart. And I feel like there's so much heaviness in your heart. Like I'm feeling a lot of sadness. I'm also feeling like you may experience stomach drops. Are you experiencing stomach drops? Because that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling a little bit of nausea. So you may get nauseous at times. This is, it's like being caught in victimhood. Allowing all of your unprocessed pain to allow you to be caught in victimhood. And it has taken your magnetic energy away from you. Not that like it ever went anywhere, like you can access that at any time, but it's like you're not accessing your magnetic energy. There's a lot of healing around the heart that needs to happen. You want to receive a certain results. You can no longer avoid processing these emotions. So what are you running from? What are you scared of feeling? It's time to sit in those feelings. It's time to process those emotions. It's time to start doing the inner work. Because you can take action all day, every day, and you may get like some things here and there, but it still feels like you still have to like keep going. You still have to put in a lot of work to even like get somewhere. And that is energetically happening on purpose, because it's like you're not owning your power, and Spirit really wants you to own your power. And I'm feeling a very stubborn energy. I'm feeling like, you know, like people say, like, don't get to the place where you have to hit rock bottom, because that's normally you hit rock bottom and then it's the aha moment that happens, and then you start doing the things that you always know you needed to do. But it's almost as if like you have hit rock bottom, and there's still such a stubbornness with seeing things from a different perspective. It's like you are wanting to hold so tightly onto this perspective you have, and that is blocking you. It's time to see things from a new perspective, because where you are right now might be a very challenging place for you to be in. And I think you're almost feeling like there's no way to get out from where you are at, but you're not seeing where you are right now, that you're actually in a really good spot to manifest security, stability, self-belief, confidence. Like, I feel like you're not able to see. I'm hearing brand new eyes. I'm hearing brand new eyes. Like, you need to see things through brand new eyes. Like, you have been seeing things through this like stubborn perspective for way too long, and it's time to let go. It's time to surrender. It's time to like come back internally. There's nothing to be scared of, because when we learn about our traumas or our limitations or things like that, it's just our conditioning, and our conditioning is not who we are. It's just what we've been programmed to believe we are, and it's running on autopilot. So when you're looking at these things inside of you, it's important to not identify that as who you are. It's being able to understand that this is how you are operating, and it's letting go of the way that you are operating right now to actually be in alignment with who you truly are. And that's another thing. I feel like the action that you are taking is not in alignment, because again, it's coming from fear-based action. It's not heart-led. And it makes sense why the action you're taking isn't heart-led, because your heart feels very closed. Feels very closed off. And I do feel like this collective is leading from the ego. And it almost seems like there is some self-awareness, like when that self-awareness creeps in and you know that you're leading from the ego and you know that you're being stubborn and all of these things, it's like you can only have that awareness for a couple of seconds and then you shut it down because you're too scared to feel these emotions. And so that's one of the big messages. Like, what's blocking you from your abundance is avoiding sitting with your emotions, avoiding processing your emotions, avoiding processing your grief. I also feel like this collective feels like they are not good enough. So examine why you don't feel good enough. Make the choice to start taking action steps that support that you are good enough. I keep hearing this. A lot of the actions that you are taking are ego-based. And until you start healing what's on your heart, you'll be able to open your heart. You'll be able to take action from your heart. You'll be able to, you'll feel supported within taking intuitive action. I feel like you're not taking intuitive action. I feel like every time you take action, it comes from this scarcity, non-intentional, non-thoughtful action. And I'm feeling like deep down, you know what you desire, but you feel like if you do the thing that you desire, I feel like you don't think you'll be supported financially. I'm also hearing like, do you believe that you can support yourself financially? Do you believe that you can support yourself? Because what I'm feeling is I feel like there's this limiting belief that you don't think that you can support yourself. I feel like there's so much doubt. There's a lot of being down on yourself. I'm hearing the words pity party. Yeah, this is really about coming back to center, coming back to your heart space. Because I do feel like this collective, deep down, is empathetic, has a big heart. I feel like you have such a big heart. And you're not accessing it. You're not living through your heart because you're so scared of your emotions. You're so scared of feeling. You're scared of love, which is why you are acting in ways of not loving yourself. And when I say that you are acting in ways that aren't being self-loving, I'm automatically feeling like this defensive behavior. Like, no, I love myself. And Spirit is asking you to put down your guard, to put down your defenses and really listen. Because an act of loving yourself is allowing you to open your heart space back up. You are choosing your suffering, and you don't deserve to suffer. You deserve to love. And I feel like you're in a space where you don't, because of like this grief, whatever this grief may be tied to, I feel like you're in a space of not knowing how to love yourself, not knowing how to love others, not knowing how to be happy anymore. And I feel like there are times where you're forcing happiness, but it's still like not clicking. Like maybe you try to force yourself to smile, maybe you try to force yourself to laugh, or you try to get others to laugh and get that external validation, but like no matter what you're doing, nothing's working. And it's really about just being honest with yourself. I feel like you haven't, because you've been so hyper focused on making money and thinking that that's the thing that's going to give you happiness, that's the thing that's going to give you fulfillment. I feel like you haven't given yourself the time and space to really sit down with yourself, to feel the things that you need to feel, to be honest with your bad patterns, with your avoidant behavior. I really feel like when you focus on your avoidant attachment style, your avoidant behaviors, things like that, I really feel like that's going to help you so much. And healing your heart space is going to be really helpful for you. I'm hearing the word acceptance. Like, it's time to have acceptance for everything that has happened in your life, for where you are right now, for how you feel about yourself truly. Having acceptance, because once you can have acceptance, then you can start taking action to move forward. But you can't take action and move forward and try to have a better relationship with yourself if you don't accept where you're at. So my camera cut out, so I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but what I am feeling is that I do feel that there is a deep desire for you to come back home to yourself, for you to learn how to love yourself. And it's almost as if like you're kind of unsure on how to do that work. You're unsure on how to take care of yourself, how to love yourself. You feel like when you grew up, no one really taught you that. This is something that you can learn. And I'm letting you know, you do not need to be embarrassed that you don't know these things. It's okay. Anything can be learned. And there's so much information out there online, or just really listening to yourself, listening to your own inner guidance can help you know how to move forward. But yeah, no, and I want you to know that there is so much love surrounding you. You may not be able to see it, but there is. You are not alone. And I'm feeling like you feel alone because it's like the avoidant behavior has led you to self-sabotage. Maybe some relationships that really did mean a lot to you, but because you were going through all of this and not feeling worthy, it kind of made you feel overwhelmed to have these types of relationships that you know showed up in a way that I think you didn't know how to be reciprocal and give that back. I feel like there's more to say, but I'm gonna leave it at that because I think that that's enough for you to process. I'm sending you so much love. Sending you so much love. You can do this. You are absolutely capable of getting through this challenge. You are surrounded by love. I want you to know that you are not alone. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.